Sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, welcome to Mirror of Dhamma program. So, in last week's program, we discussed about the second noble truth. I think all of you can remember that, right? We discussed about the second noble truth, and that noble truth is the noble truth of origin of suffering, right? The cause for the suffering. So we learned that the reason behind this suffering is our craving, right? If we have the craving in our mind, the suffering will arise in our life. So that is what we learned about in last week. So today I'm going to teach you about the third and the fourth noble truths. So we are going to learn two noble truths today, and that is the third one and the fourth one. So before learning that, let's all of us pay homage to our great teacher Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the triple gems, and after observing 5 precepts, let's learn this amazing Dhamma. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Children, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the triple gems. Say with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, to observe 5 precepts, repeat after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say with me. My homage to Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, let's all together pay homage to our teacher, our Kalyanamita, our Noble Dhamma Friend, who gifted us this amazing Dhamma, our Pinat Loku Swamin Wahanse. May all of our homage be to our Pinat Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theravada Saranai. Dear meritorious children, as I explained you before, today we are going to learn about the third and the fourth Noble Truths. Okay? So in last week's episode, we discussed about the second Noble Truth. Right? Now you know the second Noble Truth. What is that? The Noble Truth of origin of suffering. Right? The Noble Truth of origin of suffering. So what is the first Noble Truth? First Noble Truth is the Noble Truth of suffering. Right? So Buddha taught us about the suffering. So what do you mean by suffering, children? What are the sufferings that we get in our life? Normally when we talk about suffering, we talk about the sadness. Right? We talk about when you feel about the suffering, that word is, we use that word to describe about something sad, about crying, yelling, lamenting, and sad moments of our life. But that is not only the suffering, that is the reality. Right? Normally when someone is born to this world, children, normally the parents, right, and the people around that baby becomes happy, right? But our Supreme Buddha taught us the birth is suffering, right? The birth is suffering. Why? Because of birth, we all got this huge bunch of sufferings in our life, right? After birth, we have to get older, right? We are aging, non-stoppable. It's unstoppable, right? And after the birth, we all subjected to sickness, right? We all become ill. And after the birth, because of the birth, we die, right? That is also because of the birth. And all these crying and all the sad things that we experience in our life is because of birth. So, is birth is something good or happy? No. It is okay to celebrate a birthday. It doesn't matter. But you have to remember that this birthday is the day that I received the suffering in this life, right? And also you can celebrate your birthday. There's a reason for celebrating a birthday. There should be a good reason for celebrating your birthday. And what is that reason? You got the birth in this human world, right? So you have to be happy, because if we did not born in this human world, instead if we born in animal world, can we listen to Dhamma? No. Can we do merits? No, we cannot do that, right? So because you are born in this human world, you got all these opportunities. You met Kalyana Mittas, you met Dhamma, you met Supreme Buddha's Dhamma, and you practice it. So because as a result of being born in human world, you got a big meritorious opportunity to practice Dhamma, children. So you have to celebrate that in that reason. Okay, your birthday, on your birthday you have to celebrate that, thinking about that opportunity, right? So but the birth is suffering, okay, sickness is suffering, old age is suffering, okay, dying, the death is suffering, right? Then being separated from loved one is another suffering that we encounter in our life. And there are some other sufferings, right? Not getting what we want is another suffering, right? Whole life is a bunch of suffering, children. So that is the first noble truth. So what is the reason for this suffering then? Yes, according to what we learned in the last week, the reason for suffering is the craving, the desire that arises in our mind. Okay, craving is the suffering, is the reason for suffering, right? So craving is that mental desire and mental likeness that you have for everything. Okay, so when we crave, what will happen? Again and again, the suffering will arise. What is the nature of craving? Craving leads to rebirth. That is what we learned in last week. This craving, this desire that we have in our mind, it leads to the rebirth. That is why we are going from one birth to another. That is why we are going in this long journey of rebirth. That is called samsara. Okay, so the desire, the craving, the likeness that we have in our mind will lead to the rebirth. Okay, so that is the second noble truth. So today we are going to learn about the third noble truth. And what is that noble truth? The noble truth of cessation of suffering. What is that? Noble truth of cessation of suffering. What do you mean by cessation? It's something like it is a word that has a deep meaning. Cessation means you cut off the craving, or you cut off the suffering, you destroy the suffering, right? After destroying, it will no longer arise in our life, right? So there is suffering in our life. According to our great teacher Supreme Buddha, our Supreme Buddha realized that there is suffering in our life, and what is the reason for this suffering? It is the craving. So we can destroy the suffering, right? We can cease the suffering, right? We can uproot the suffering, and we can destroy the suffering in the way that it will not arise again, right? So there is a way. So we can do that. Supreme Buddha realized that human can destroy the suffering. So how to destroy it? Well, it is like this. Now, if you see a tree, now have you seen trees? I think all of you have seen trees, okay? So if we cut a tree from its trunk, right? Imagine you took a chainsaw, a machine that cuts the tree. Have you seen the machines that cut trees? Yes. So you took that machine and you cut a tree, okay? Now the tree fell down. Now, is there a tree alive anymore? No. But with the time, if we leave that stump, right, when we cut a tree from the trunk, the roots will always remain inside the soil. So if we leave that stump for a long time, what will happen? Tiny little leaves and branches will appear from that stump, okay? It will regrow, right? Though we cut the tree from the trunk, it will regrow. It will grow again, right? So we let it grow up until it becomes a big tree, right? After that, we are cutting again that tree. Again, what will happen? Again, it will regrow. So, unless you destroy the root system, right? Unless you pull out all the roots from that tree, this thing is going again and again. It will regrow again. Same goes with our life, children. Okay? So we have to destroy the root system in order to destroy a tree, right? Don't destroy the trees in your life, right? This is only an example. So we have to destroy the root system, right? Otherwise it will never, you cannot destroy that tree. So same as that, unless you destroy the reason for suffering, suffering will always regrow again. So what is the reason for suffering, children? The reason for suffering is the craving. Unless you destroy the craving fully out of your mind, right, you cannot destroy the suffering. You cannot escape from the suffering. It will regrow again. It will come again and again. So what we have to do, in order to destroy the suffering, we have to destroy, and in order to cease the suffering, we have to cease the reason for suffering, right? It is like that. And I will give you another example, right? Have you seen the doctors give medicines? Sometimes the doctors give medicines only for symptoms, right? If we give medicines only for symptoms, you cannot destroy or you cannot cure the disease. You have to give the medicine for the real base of the medicine, of the disease, okay, the real disease that shows inside. Sometimes symptom is not a disease, right? It is a change that happens in our body due to a disease. So unless you give the medicines to the disease, you cannot cure it, right? If you keep on giving medicines for symptoms, it will never cure. It's like that. You have to destroy the reason for suffering to destroy the suffering, right? So what is the reason for suffering? Reason for suffering is the craving. If you want to destroy the suffering, then you have to destroy the craving. You have to seize the craving. Supreme Buddha said, it is the complete cessation. Cessation means ceasing or destroying of that very craving, right? That very craving, and you have to give up craving. You have to stop craving in your life, right? And liberating oneself from the craving. You have to stay away from the craving, right? So children have to stop the craving in your life. You can stop the craving in your life by the fourth noble truths. That is where we find the fourth noble truth. There is a way to destroy the craving. And what is that? And what is that way? That is called the Noble Eightfold Path. What is that? Noble Eightfold Path, right? Eightfold. Eightfold means when you hear that word, it comes to your mind. There are something like there are 8 facts. Okay, Noble Eightfold Path. We will discuss it in the next episode. For now, I will tell you the names of the Noble Eightfold Path. Okay, so number 1, it is called the right weave. So what is the first part of the Noble Eightfold Path, children? The right weave. Number 2, right intention. Okay, right intention. That is the second one. Right speech, third one. Right action, fourth one. Right livelihood, it is the fifth one. Then right effort, okay, that is the sixth one. Right mindfulness, that is called that is the seventh one. And finally, right concentration, okay, that is the right concentration. And all of them altogether it is 8. That is called the Noble Eightfold Path. Don't worry if you did not understand about these things. Okay, we are going to discuss about the Noble Eightfold Path in the next week. Okay, so for now, keep these things in your mind, right? So today we discussed about the third noble truth and the fourth noble truths. So altogether these 4 noble truths are called the noble truths, 4 noble truths in the Supreme Buddha's teachings. So if you realize the 4 noble truths, children, you can end the suffering forever. You can end the rebirth forever. You can end the old age, you can end the sickness, and you can end every suffering that you have in our life. Okay, so that is the great chance and that is the greatest opportunity that we had in our life as Buddhists to realize these things, to listen to these things, to know these things, right? People in other countries, they don't know anything about these things. So you're very lucky to listen to these things. So I wish you all, may all of you have the opportunity to realize the 4 noble truths in your life. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Now children, we have come to the session of meditation. Today, we are going to do loving kindness meditation. We are going to spread the love and kindness to all the beings who live in this whole world. So before doing the meditation, let's get ready for that. So sit in a relaxed position, make your body straight, and keep your right palm on the left palm, and relax your body, relax your mind, relax your shoulders, and gently close the eyes. And when you hear my voice, pay attention to that and think according to my words.
Children, today we are going to do Karuna meditation. We are going to spread our compassion to all beings in this whole universe. When you hear my voice, listen to it very carefully. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I have physical well-being. May I have mental well-being. May I be free from suffering. May I be healthy. May I live happily. May all beings around me be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in my village be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this city be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this whole universe be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now children, we have come to the session of good deeds. So let's watch the good deeds that has done by the children and let's be happy with them. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the good deeds session, where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Devanga and today I'm here with Dinu Daham.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Daham and today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Nalini Upasika from USA. Nalini Upasika has sent a presentation of her offering dana to the Mahasangha. When you offer dana, you will receive 5 benefits: lifespan, beauty, happiness, power, and wisdom. Therefore, she has gained much merit to her life. She is very fortunate to practice the pure Dhamma being very far from Sri Lanka. Let's see the presentation she sent.
For my sister's birthday, my family gave a dana to the Mahasangha at Maryland Buddhist Vihara, USA. We offered flowers and did a Buddha Pujava. The Swaminwanse blessed us. We share merits with our Venerable Lokku Swaminwanse, Mirror of Dhamma Swaminwanse, and all the monks and nuns all around the world. We also share merit with the children who practice the Dhamma. May you all realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Nalini Upasika for sending your marvelous good deeds showing how we should respect and offer dana to the Mahasangha. Offering dana will allow us to accumulate many merits to our lives. We should also do great meritorious deeds just like Nalini Upasika did. Doing meritorious deeds like offering dana will allow us to accumulate many merits to our lives and help us to escape from this endless samsara. Many merits to Paboda Upasika for doing the voiceover and to Dinu Daham Upasika for doing the marvelous video. We rejoice in your merit.
You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations or videos or photos of any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to accumulate many merits, follow the Noble Eightfold Path, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. May we all reflect wisely on our actions and make good choices that will benefit us in this life and benefit us in our next life. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in all your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, do not miss this rare opportunity. Be diligent in collecting many merit to our lives. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya.
Do you know how to acquire a calm, serene mind? It is very hard to keep our mind in one place.
Normally, people in the world are rarely silent. When people are constantly chatting, they do not think of what they're going to say.
Namo Buddhaya.
You have now come to the world news and the Buddha's Great Message session, where we read the news that happens around the world and see what lessons we can learn from these news, according to Supreme Bliss teachings. My name is Siobhan, and today I am here with Dinu Daham. All actions in this life are preceded by mind. Mind is the chief. It helps to gain a developed mind through the Dhamma. Do you know how to acquire a calm, serene mind? Then you should practice meditation. Let's see the news now. More than 1,000 civil servant jobs are at risk of being axed after the Department for Work and Pensions unveiled plans to close dozens of offices across the UK. The government will close 42 DWP sites by the end of June. The Public and Commercial Services Union said a move which it said would put at least 1,100 jobs at risk. In general, we have a restless mind. So what are the problems that we have during meditation? When we meditate, our mind jumps from one thought to another. Sometimes we regret the past, or sometimes we think about the future. It is very hard to keep our mind in one place. So what should we do? Don't worry. That's the nature of our mind. When your mind is distracted, slowly think back to the meditation. Practice this continuously. This technique helps ease anxiety and mental stress. When we meditate, we develop 4 qualities. What are they? The desire, the mindset, effort, and the wise consideration.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Dham. We all love to chat a lot. Normally people in the world are rarely silent, but our great teacher, the Supreme Buddha, praised the silence. When we talk, we use our words with the help of our mind. When we talk, our minds jump from one thought to another. When people are constantly chatting, they do not think of what they're going to say. Therefore, when we talk, our minds get busy. As a result of that, our minds get restless and easily distracted. Let's watch the news now.
Researchers claim that a person's well-being is directly related to indulging less in small talk and more in deep and meaningful conversations. That means the person you see engaged in a seemingly carefree chat about their football team or the latest celebrity gossip could in fact be a lot less happy than someone who ponders more serious subjects like the meaning of life.
There are many benefits of silence, such as helping you to concentrate. Awareness can be achieved through silence. Silence provides you with a sense of calmness, and silence gives you more patience. May you all have a well-focused, concentrated mind, and may you be able to control your mind through the silence.
We will see you all next week. Theravada Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Now children, we have come to the session of Paritha chanting. So today we are going to chant more Paritha, the Bodhisattva's peacock's prayer for protection. So let's wish the well-being of all living beings in this world by the power of this Paritha. So chant with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Uditayang chakhuma ekaraja harisvanno pathavipabhaso tantang namassami harisvannang pathavipabhasang tayajagutta viharemu divasam. The sun, the one king with eyes rises, spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth. I pay homage to you. The sun spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth, guarded today by you. May I live through the day. Ye Brahmana Vedagu Sabbadamme Te me namo te cha mam palayantu. Namathu buddhanang namathu bodhiya. Namo vimuttanang namo vimuttiya. those arahants who are knowers of all truths, I pay homage to them. May they keep watch over me. Homage to the enlightened ones. Homage to the fourfold enlightenment. Homage to the liberated ones. Homage to their liberation. Imang so paritang kadva moro charati esana. Having made this protection, the Bodhisattva peacock sets out in search of food. Apetayang chakkhuma ekaraja harisvanno pathavipabhaso tantang namassami harisvannang pathavipabhasam tayajya gutta vihare muratting. The sun, the one king with eyes, descends spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth. I pay homage to you, the sun spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth, guarded today by you. May I live through the night. Ye brahmana vedagu sabba dhamme te me namo te cha mam palayantu. Namathu buddhanang namathu bodhiya namo vimuttanang namo vimuttiya. Those arahants who are knowers of all truths, I pay homage to them. May they keep watch over me. Homage to the enlightened ones. Homage to fourfold enlightenment. Homage to the liberated ones. Homage to their liberation. Imang so paritang kadma moro vasam kapaiti. Having made this protection, the Bodhisattva peacock lived happily. Etena sachena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the final session of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So now we are going to share merits. So today in this Mirror of Dhamma program, we collected lots of merits by paying homage to the Supreme Buddha and by going refuge to the Triple Gems, and we listened to Dhamma and we did the meditation and we shared the good deeds with all of us. So first of all, let's share all these merits with all the gods who protect Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit and may they be well and happy. May they live long and may they live a happy life, and may they protect all the children who joined to Mirror of Dhamma program today, and may all the gods realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, and may they escape from this samsara as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And especially let's share these merits with our Pinot Loku Swamin Wahanse and all the monks and the nuns of Mahamevnawa monasteries. May Mahasangha rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's share all the merits that we collected today with our parents and our teachers and all the Dhamma school teachers. May all of them rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live happy lives, and may their good hopes become true, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And especially let's share all these merits with all the children who joined to Mirror of Dhamma program today. By the power of these merits, may you be well and happy, may you live long, may you live a happy life, and may all of your education become successful, and may all of your good hopes become true, and finally, may all of you realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we have come to the end of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So hope you enjoy the Mirror of Dhamma program today. So let's meet in the next week with another wonderful teaching of our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. So I wish you all, may you be well and happy, may you live long, and may you realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.